ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80.
Coach, just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shane Tucson.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. On the bench. Check 99, check 99. Switch.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
54, Mike, 54. I got you, punk.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still.
The thought process is interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the draw, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Pumphrey. Runs through the contact. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Booker from the pistol. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. And go.
Operating from the gun. Love. They're able to locate Wilson. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bryant tacks on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Murray on third down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He completes this to Sutton. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on third down. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call. Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play. You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And